So Deshaun Watson made a big decision yesterday, and he decided that he was going to sign with the Cleveland Browns when originally Cleveland thought that they were out of the running. Now, what changed between when the announcement was made that they were out of the running until he decided to change his mind and play with them is interesting. But I think I figured out why he made that decision. But let's look at the other candidates that were on the list that thought that they had a chance. Let's start with the Atlanta Falcons. Matt Ryan, 13 years in. If I'm correct, he's got an MVP. He's got 4 Pro Bowls to his name and a Super Bowl appearance, a game that they should have won, but let's not talk about Kyle Shanahan. But yeah, but with them trying to, court Deshaun Watson, that told everybody that they were ready to move on from Matt Ryan. So now Atlanta is going to have a very interesting situation with their quarterback who obviously knows that they're trying to move on. So let's see where that goes. But also, let's look at this, the receiver situation. Calvin Ridley suspended for a year. Russell Cage is now playing in Tampa, will be playing in Tampa with Thomas. And they just re-signed Cordarrelle Patterson, which is more so just a running type receiver in a lot of tricky plays, et cetera, et cetera. Their running game, I have no idea what Atlanta is doing with that. Their defense is very, very suspect. So if people thought Atlanta would have been a good choice for Deshaun, I would have said you lost your mind. Let's look at Carolina. Receiver situation, Robbie Anderson is a nice receiver, but is he a number one on most teams? No, he's not. But Carolina does have some decent pieces on both sides of the ball. They have a decent offensive line, but I just didn't feel that they would have been the choice. Now, the next team on the list, New Orleans Saints, would have been the choice based on one factor, but I'm going to get to that afterwards. Defensively, they're set. Offensively, they have Alvin Kamara, who's a very dynamic running back, special in so many ways with the ball. They can find somebody to pound the ball just to get them to 5-6 yards when they need it. But I think the most important factor, folks, in this decision was the coach. And Sean Payton, I guarantee you all, if Deshaun knew that Sean Payton was saying, and if Sean Payton knew that he can get Deshaun Watson, I think New Orleans would have been the choice. So at the end of the day, this is interesting. But now let me go to Cleveland. Why would he choose Cleveland? This is why I think he chose Cleveland. This is why I believe he chose Cleveland. Number one, they got a good coach, Kevin Stefanski. Good offensive mind, knows how to dial up plays and knows how to do things when he gets a quarterback. Just ask Kirk Cousins. They got 2 good running backs, Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. They got Amari Cooper, and they got some young receivers there. Maybe they might draft another one, or Jarvis Landry might decide to go back. And they have a very, very good defense. So if you look at the team from top to bottom, the Cleveland Browns shockingly have the best team set up right now to win, to compete. So I think it was a great move for Deshaun Watson. I think that going forth, I think this will turn out very, 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 very good. I'm not into being negative about the situation. So let's see what happens. But folks, this is another episode of Undisputed 101. Sorry, Unscripted 101. Sorry, folks. This is another edition of Unscripted 101. I'm DJ Briscoe, folks. Check it out on the platforms that I've posted online. Anchor, Apple Podcast, and YouTube. Peace.